The warm glow of victory last night over the plotters at home may not have lasted long as Theresa May moves straight to the next battle in Brussels. She had come to ask, perhaps even to plead, for the legal guarantees she needs to get the withdrawal bill through Parliament. Even as she arrived, some, like the Prime Minister of Luxembourg, were promising they'd help.
Open to be ready to help her.
But it may take more than warm words.
We are ready to help.
The next general election is in 2022, and I think it's right that another party leader takes us into that general election. My focus now is on ensuring that I can get those assurances that we need to get this deal over the line. But I recognise the strength of concern in the House of Commons, and that's what I will be putting to colleagues today. I don't expect an immediate breakthrough.
And judging by the comments of her colleagues arriving this afternoon, she's wise to be cautious about that. France's President Macron, just the first to say that legally binding commitments won't be forthcoming. I think it's important to avoid ambiguity, he said. We can have a political discussion, but we can't reopen a legally binding agreement. Not least from Ireland's Prime Minister, without whose agreement the other 26 will not move on this issue.
When it comes to the assurances that Prime Minister May is seeking, as the European Union, we're very keen to offer explanations, assurances, clarifications.
Should those assurances be legally binding?
I don't think we could agree to anything that would change the content of the treaty, change the content of the withdrawal agreement.
Even if the leaders are beginning to loosen up as Christmas approaches, the response this evening is unlikely to bring much cheer in London. Mrs May has been making the case, explaining what she needs and why. They'll discuss a response among themselves at dinner this evening without her. They'll also talk about how to step up their preparations for a no-deal Brexit that looks ever more possible. Mrs May spoke to and answered questions from her fellow leaders for almost an hour this evening in an atmosphere that was said to have been sympathetic and helpful. They may have been more helpful still if they thought that anything they could offer her would actually make a difference to the seemingly impossible maths of getting the withdrawal agreement through the House of Commons. As she left the others to their dinner this evening, her officials emphasised they expect today to be the start of a process that may not produce a result until January at the earliest. The deadlines are getting very tight indeed. James Mates, News at 10, Brussels.